broke a lumbar vertebrae before, and it freaking hurts, and everyone's refusing to treat me. So here I am almost 2 weeks later, and it's way worse. And now I got a shoulder injury, and now my chronic arthritic knee that I get the medicine for is really bad because I've been hobbling around on it for so long. So that's where I'm at. Last Saturday, the 28th, I pro wrestled in Sacramento and came down with the flying elbow drop off the top rope, done the move hundreds of times, and like jarred something in my back. But one thing I noticed right afterwards, my wrist stung a lot. You know, I thought my hip was a little sore, but my wrist stung a lot. We were the last match, so I went back, showered, and just crashed out. And then I woke up in the morning to not being able to move. So that Sunday, that night, I fly back to Vegas. Next day, I call Dr. Sanders' office. He's a UFC doctor. I've been seeing him since 2004. We have a really good relationship. If I break anything, I go to him, I get x-rayed or an order for my MRI, and I don't go to the ER. And that's how we've been doing things. And he's been seeing me this long. So he knows everything I'm taking, been taking. I've never had a problem getting a prescription filled from him before. So I'm like, man, you know, like my medicines are already accounted for my hip and my knee. And plus, like, I don't want to run out of them. Like, I want to see Dr. Sanders and get another script so I could make it. It's like, oh my God, like I got to figure something out here. I'm dying. So I'm like, screw it. Every time I've checked myself in the ER with an injury, they'll at least throw me in a bed, throw like an IV painkiller or something in me to get the pain down and send me on my way with like a 30-day script for some like oral medication. And this time I get there nice and early before rush hour because I know everyone's dying of COVID vaccines. So I get there before the rush comes in, and the doctor calls me back. I wait my 45 minutes, and keep in mind, I get to the hospital in the morning, no one's there, and I crutch from the parking lot to the freaking door. And everyone sees me do this. It takes me forever. I can barely move. No one offers to help. No one brings a wheelchair out. I get to the front, and the lady's like, "We didn't have any wheelchairs, but we got one now if you want some." I'm too late now, but I'm here. So I went and checked in and just wanted to wait in a little corner where I didn't have to move. And I did that. Finally, the doctor calls me back. He says, "What are you here for?" And I tell him the exact story about the 10 milligram prescription I get every month, about Dr. Sanders and our relationship, about the 7.5 milligram Vicodins he wrote me, CVS not letting me pick it up. And he said, "So you're here for pain management?" And I go, yes, that people don't believe me. And they just think I'm trying to score pills.
Because they take a look at all these different pieces. They take a look at, you know, that what they know about.
2 videos and that old, they take that old DUI arrest. Really? I mean, I got a bunch more I could send. Like, there's only 2. I had to get those 2 up to ensure that I made it out of the hospital without going to jail. That's why I had to post those. Sorry, I wasn't upset. I was happy. Tried to get them filled out for CVS, and the pharmacist refused to fill them. So we're going to have to verify it with your doctor. I'm like, well, I've seen him like 17 years. I've never had this problem. So he's not going to say no or anything. And next day when I tried to pick him up, they said, no, they wouldn't fill him. Like, no, we need authorization. Well, you said you were getting authorization yesterday. Are you sure you got authorization? I think so. Well, fucking get authorization. I'll try to pick him up again tomorrow.